Gentlemen, good morning and God bless. The pilgrimage to New Jersey begins anew for the week. And started the day off right, brother. It's a nice Monday morning. Sit down, spend yourself some time in the scripture, praying, aligning yourself for the week, being focused, thinking about what are the decisions that you can make that will align yourself with who it is that you want to become. I was looking back through my journal and reading last year's kind of in 2025, right at the beginning of that, right in January, I did my goals for the year, decided what it is that I wanted to accomplish, and what were some big goals that I had. Basically, I think I had 20 things written down. Not all of them were really actionable. Some of them were kind of esoteric, and those ones didn't get checked off. But I had 12 of 20, and all of the ones that did get checked off were a lot bigger, or were goals that I had specifically for the business, for like making enough money to buy my wife a new car, being fully on my business income by the end of the year, stuff like that. And all of those goals I hit and surpassed substantially sooner than I had expected to. And it goes to show the importance, one, of tracking progress, but also two, of actually having a goal, having a vision, and making a decision for what it is that you want to accomplish, because you're going to get there way faster. If you're moving in a vaguely, generally forward direction, that's good, but that's not going to give you the same speed and momentum as it is to having action steps that align, that you know align with what it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? It's tough, man. It's hard to know what works, what's going to be the most effective, especially if you're trying to achieve something you've never achieved before. You're going to a place you've never been. You don't necessarily know the road. You don't necessarily know what's actually going to work or not, or whether or not the thing's even going to work out. But have some resilience, have some faith, have some strength, and take a step of faith into what God's calling you to do, man. Be deliberate with your actions. That was my big goal for 2025. That was my word of the year. What it is that I wanted to embody was to be more deliberate, because I have a tendency to go with the flow and be pretty easygoing and not too concerned about what's happening, which can be advantageous, but at the same time could also lead to me being careless a lot of the time. And that was something I wanted to change, because I wanted to be focused, I wanted to be committed, I wanted to say that all of my actions were with intent, and that way the outcomes that I got were the ones that I wanted. And I'll tell you what, brother, the results of that year did speak for themselves. And so with that, 2026, we're in the middle of June here. We're right in the middle of the year. This is a chance for you to take a reflection on how you've done thus far this year, what it is that you would like to accomplish with the time that remains. So, time for your half year's resolution, right? Sit yourself down, think, what are you trying to achieve? What it is that you want, who it is that you want to be, and then what is the steps to achieve that. You can reverse engineer anything from that point, man. If you have a clear vision of something that you want to achieve, or a person that you want to be, what would that kind of person do? Where would they spend their time? What would their activities be? What would be the habits that they have? What's the place that they work? What's the way that they treat other people? What's the way that they view themselves? Any questions like that, write down all of them you can think of. And then when you have the answers to those questions, those are your things to work on. And then if you need to do one layer of deeper, how would I work on treating other people better? How would I work on viewing myself differently? How would I go about getting another job? Like, you can keep adding questions on, and then you can go all the way till you have a, what can I do exactly in this moment right here in order to achieve this thing that may take me 5, 10, 15 years in order to get. So, with that said, fellas, stay righteous, God bless. Attack the day. Let's go.